I absolutely love next gen. Okay, guys, I really do. And no, EA Sports have not paid me to say this. I've always been very open about, EA games and especially FIFA, that's for sure. I've always been very honest, but I absolutely love next gen. However, I'm seeing that people are struggling. Now, I want to say thank you so much, first of all. The Roma Career Mode episode 1 especially went down so well, so thank you for that. But a lot of the comments were, obviously because I started off pretty well with my Roma Career Mode, and lots of people were saying they were struggling. So I thought I'd go ahead and make this video and talk about, how I found little tips, some little neat tricks maybe to help you with your attacking. And then I'm thinking about doing another video talking about defense. Before I get into it, I just want to say, I know I'm not the best at FIFA. I'm not an expert, that's for sure. I just love making FIFA videos, and it's a passion, right? But I've definitely found some little neat tricks in this game. Next Gen is a completely different game. It really does feel different to current gen, I guess we'll call it. That's PS3 and Xbox 360. You'll see I'm playing as Bayern Munich, by the way. The reason is because obviously we're going to be, showing off attacking play in this episode. And for me, Bayern have the best team in the game in terms of building up play, and that's what we're going to be talking about first. So in terms of lineups, formations, team selections, I have always decided in Next Gen to go with a really strong midfield. I almost prioritise midfield over everything else. You'll see in my Roma Career Mode, the formation I'm using in that is very midfield driven, with a 3-1-4-2. It's such a midfield driven team selection, whereas Bayern with their 4-1-4-1 normally, the one that Pep uses, is incredibly good at breaking defences down. So although I may not have the ball the whole time here, because it is difficult to tackle the next gen guys, obviously that will be in the next episode with defensive tips and tricks and stuff like that. We're just focusing on attacking in this one. Finally we get the ball back. The reason I go for a strong midfield is because this game is all about building up play slowly. You'll see I'm not being very direct here. I'm taking it very easy. I'm picking out my passes, hoping that they always go right in this video, because obviously I'm under pressure here to actually show the techniques work. Just a little disclaimer, they might not. This is completely live, just saying. But again, you see I'm just building up nice and slow, waiting for gaps to appear. It's not like old FIFAs where you just chuck the ball up. You can pretty much go direct with an over-the-top pass in this game, but it's definitely not as good as it used to be. But you take it nice and easy, pick your passes. Look at that, we're straight in there. Oh, we've almost scored straight away there. And that's why having a good midfield works so well. The other tip I have is use your wingers. Wingers have been so important in FIFA for so many years now, and still crossing in and cutting in on the inside is a great way to create goals. And with a team like Bayern, you're going to get plenty with Robin. Obviously you've got Ribéry on the left as well. It's just a very, very good team. For me, 1-2s are the best they've ever been. If you do 1-2s, little triangles like this, I know it's not one-touch 1-2s, but you're still passing between players. Doing L1 and X is an absolute dream in this game. All the players make some really nice runs. I mean, look at Ribéry's there. We're going to have to cut back though. He's running out of space. That's a lovely cross to Mandzukic, who's almost got the header on target there. In previous games, I would argue, using L1 and X is just as good. Sure, don't get me wrong. It's still, it's always been a very important aspect of the game. But in this game, your players don't really make many runs on their own. It's one of the things I've noticed. And also, it's one of the things I've seen a lot of people talking about Next Gen, is that players don't seem to be making runs as much. And that's because I feel like the opposition, the AI, are much more intelligent on Next Gen. They've been able to tweak that around. They've got more space to build with and develop the game. That's a nice pass. Can I get past him? I think I can with Robin. Keep it in, son. Nice. Right-footed cross, and it's awful. His right foot sucks. So at half-time, you can see the match facts here. I've had the ball 62% of the time, and that is what I think is around about right. If you want to be playing these big teams, you want to be playing possession football, you've got to look for the the early 60%. And also your pass accuracy, like I said, around the 90 mark is probably where you're going to get. You will miss passes because it's a game. It's not going to be perfect every time you make a pass. You will miss some. But obviously the CPU, because they're robots, actually make every pass 100% there. But obviously they would have made a lot less passes than me. But in terms of shots on goal there, I haven't had enough. It's as simple as that. And I know people will comment saying, I can't believe you're doing an attacking tutorial and you haven't scored. I'm not talking about scoring goals. I'm talking about creating chances. And I just haven't done very well so far in this game. I am on world class. It's a bit difficult. It might be that you need to go down to professional if you're struggling that much. But this video, I just hope you can pick up some tips that I found, because I've done a lot of next gen. I've gone 3 seasons with Real Madrid, which has, gained me a lot of experience on next gen. I'm obviously doing my Roma career mode, and I do play lots of head-to-head like this just on my own, especially when my internet is down. But again, you can see the example of this really slow build-up play, exactly what Bayern do in real life, just picking out those passes. I'm in no rush whatsoever. I know I'm going to score in this game eventually. Mandzukic is in some good space there. We're going to play that back to Götze there, over the top, well, over the side to Alaba there. There's no runs being made into the box. Ribery's going to pick this one up. Again, back to Cruz. Out to the wing again, just spread the play. It's so much more fun than just running at defence and just hoping that a cross or something like that will get to a player. There goes Robin, and that's a great tackle, that really is. But you see, I'm getting into these positions. So the next thing I want to talk about is using the quick tactics. If you press down on the D-pad, it brings up a menu. You can go and press right. It's actually disappeared there. It's so annoying when it does that. If you go down and then press right, it will select possession. Now what that will do is it will free up your players just that little bit more. It will make them run into more space so you can keep possession. And I tend to play on that quick tactic every time I get to the second half if I haven't scored already, because it does change the way your team works. And this is a great run into Mandzukic, who's not going to get there. And also, if you press up, let me wait till I get the ball because I don't want to lose it while I'm doing it. If you press up as well, you've got more. I always go on team pressing. That makes you get the ball back very easily. But obviously you can play around with those settings yourself and find one that you think will suit your needs more. I just find high pressure when you haven't got the ball is brilliant. Your players just run at them. That was a really poor pass. Your players just run at them. They get the ball back. I mean, look at this. Werder Bremen are really struggling to get this ball out. And eventually the pressure will wear thin on them and they will make a mistake, or I will be there to intercept a pass or something like that. Like right in a second here, I will win this ball. Martinez, come on, son. There we go. The pressure worked. We've got the ball back. So now we've got Alaba. He's gone past the defence here. We're going to have to cross this one in again. That's a much better cross. There we go. We finally get the goal there. It does work. I promise you, it does work. You've just got to get lucky. You've got to be able to beat the goalkeeper. And that is one thing that you cannot, you can't practice. You can't practice beating the keeper in this game. All you can do is try shooting in different angles, different parts of the goal. But in general, the keepers are very good on FIFA. Especially in Next Gen, I've noticed they're extremely good. And they're quite difficult to beat from shots on the ground. But headers seem to be going in quite a lot. In conclusion, there are some things you can do. Build the play up slowly. Use the possession and the high pressure quick tactics in the menu. And again, if you don't know how to do that, that is press down and then right. Or you can press up and then down for team pressing. But you can change those in team management. That was not meant to go there. What the fuck was that, Ribery? But also there is lots of wing play. Making sure you choose the right formation for the right team. For me, 4-1-4-1's really worked. But there we go. We win the game, guys. Again, I hope it's helped. If it has, please do leave a comment. If not, then leave a comment with hate, of course. But I'll be back with a defensive tutorial, hopefully very soon. And maybe I can find out some ways of explaining to help you defend and not concede as many goals as you might be conceding at the moment. But I've enjoyed making this. I hope you enjoyed watching it, and I'll see you next time.